Sonando. En New York.
Le dicen el sonidero del amor. El mensaje sonidero, el sonidero del amor. El sonidero, sonidero la sabrosa.
Del amor,
Del amor,
del amor,
del amor,
del amor, del amor, del amor.
el sonidero.
Del amor,
Del amor,
del amor,
del amor.
del amor, del amor, del amor.
My name is Arturo Mendez. I moved to the Mission District 4 years ago, and ever since I have been working and collaborating with many cultural organizations here in the Mission, doing a lot of community organizing and supporting a lot of artists in realizing their vision and taking that vision into physical reality.
It would be ideal if we could read it, right? If we could understand graffiti. With that in mind, let's go back. The area, she started collaborating closely with this group, amazing group of women called Las Mujeres Muralistas. Actually, I just saw one of them. Just recognize that bus station. That's why I got Talk about muralism. It's important to say that this spans more from a fine arts school of thinking. They both are represented by feathered snakes that represent the godfather, the giver of life, the giver of fire, and the giver of corn. Do me a favor, look past that tree right there. People who stayed, they took 6 months in the making of this mural. I think that this was truly the moment in which graffiti started, right? This was kind of like people started asking themselves how can they preserve the legacy. Yes!
What?
Yes! You see it? So it goes.
The reason that I got into doing this tour, into curating a tour about the murals and the mission, is because I am very focused on finding equity for the arts in San Francisco. In the last 10 years, 80% of the artists in San Francisco have been displaced due to gentrification, and it is important to find new ways to educate people in that struggle. So basically, equity in the arts was the inspiration behind it, and with that I curated a project that would highlight the struggle of the community and the challenges that the Mission District in San Francisco is going on currently, and some of the opportunities that we have to respond to those challenges. I think that murals are an amazing outlet for the stories and the struggles of the people. This is pretty much a conversation that we find on the walls that surrounds us, right? I think that it is very democratic and very accessible because everyone walks on the streets and everyone can appreciate the colors and the stories behind all of these things, but not everyone has the context. And that is what the key aspect of this tour is, to empower people by giving them the context and educating them on the ideas that these artists are trying to put forward. Graffiti actually comes from more from an anarchy ideology, this idea that there is no such thing as private property. And the way that graffiti artists do this is by coming up with this signature that is now commonly known as a tag. And they go out and they tag everywhere they can, right? Since we all share this space, this community, we all have the right to claim a little part of that community as ours. The main takeaway that I expect people, that I hope people will take from this experience is this realization that there is an ongoing conversation around us happening all the time, right? And as long as people is willing to have their eyes open and their senses peeled, there's so much more that they're going to be able to take out away from all the communities that they visit from now on, right?
For us to look at our own artistic practice and to see, that it doesn't need to be good, it doesn't need to be public, it needs to be ours.
I think that we're truly empowering people to support better the communities and to leverage their privilege into bringing resources, into bringing connections, into collaborate with local organizations and local people. And the more people we have in the trenches, the more people we have to collaborate with, the better community we're going to develop, where we can build a world where many worlds fit. Un mundo donde quepan muchos mundos.
Our tour, my name is Arturo Mendez.
Thank you so much.
El sonidero del amor, el mensaje sonidero.